The game audio is already coming through on the stream. Yes.
Okay.
I just heard myself.
Great. Okay. Shall we try again?
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Might as well. Right then. Let's kick it old school.
I am sorry about that, guys.
You saw nothing.
Smoke and mirrors.
This wouldn't happen if this was Blizzard.
There's a Blizzard and Chris Metzen probably scrambled this already.
No, if it's Blizzard, the game just wouldn't work.
I think Teapot should explain why we couldn't hear him very well. Last version of this.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, okay. So I have an Oculus Rift VR headset, and I was playing with it earlier today. The Oculus Rift has a microphone on it, and said microphone is currently behind my head, kind of on the other side of this desk. So for some reason, the streaming software decided it would be an excellent idea to use that microphone rather than the professional one sitting in front of me.
And now you get to fight the pig.
Yes.
Do you have a microphone? Have one! Where is it? Inside out, 5 up! Hey!
So we get dinner after this, don't we?
So it's good and bacon.
You gave me flashbacks to the Mystery Dungeon games there.
Let's not go there, man. That suck.
Spend 10 minutes going through the exact same dinner dialogue every 5 minutes.
Hooray! Dinner.
See, I would like stream one of them, but I know full well I would not be able to mind my language whilst I'm doing it because I'm just gonna be so bored.
Yeah.
I don't think me sleeping would be a very entertaining stream, to be honest.
No, it probably would put people to sleep, except my shouting and raging will probably keep them awake. So it just wouldn't be good.
Right.
Alright then.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's a game in front of me.
Yes.
And then they all ran away while leaving me to tidy up the room. Sharon!
This, honestly, like, I'm pretty sure they meant this line straight, but it just sounds so sarcastic to me.
Probably.
Right, one sec, I'm just sorting out the trainer card.
He's like, no worries, I'll take care of it later. I'm not going to say the next bit. Already put enough in the swear jar as it is.
Delightful person.
Down through kids. I cannot do.
As soon as everyone leaves, she's just like, Sasuke! So we all know it's his fault.
Crumbling bone noises. Sorry, that's as close as I get to that particular voice.
Yeah, please excuse us whilst we leave you to clean up our disgusting mess.
That was an otter running
There we
around
go.
the walls.
How much is in the swear jar now? £15.
Yeah, from yesterday.
Yeah, because I swore twice yesterday and once today. So, I mean,
I think
to
we
be
need
honest,
to set up a graphic for it.
yeah, we need a counter. we need a swear counter for me.
I'm sure we can arrange one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could always recycle the one used for the ink ribbons.
it's all me. Yes, it is all me.
Can we make the Krillin noise whenever we activate it?
Yes, yes, that's pretty much mandatory.
The problem with that, of course, is that the Krillin counter does have the one-up noise if you do it enough, and we know you try and activate it.
Oh god.
No, I'm trying to not activate it. I'm genuinely trying.
We bats.
Bats.
Yes. Again, that
The
was
other night.
that's another thing that like totally blew my mind when we first started. When we first played this game back in 2000 and whenever it was 10. Like, there's actual Pokemon knocking around outside. It's great, and yeah.
The really geeky thing is the thing that actually sold me on the way that these games look is the grass.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
the grass doesn't just look like, you know, block texture, block texture, block texture. It looks like it's a bit more natural.
Yeah.
Ironically, I was the one spacing out there, by the way, which is why I tried to leave. But yeah, I mean, I like the grass in this game for a few different reasons. Oh, Bianca's dad's a swear jar.
Just a bit.
Yes, I forgot about that. But I love the idea of having the dark grass and the shaking grass. Because that, weirdly enough, it felt like it gave it a lot more life. It's not just like a homogeneous block of grass.
Always cracks me up when she kind of recedes into her hat for a few seconds there.
Yeah. Poor kid.
Bianca, you've been spotted. To lose your pursuers, curl into that bucket you call a hat. Remember, if you can't see them, they can't see you.
Oh, and yes,
So her
you
hat is like
can
the
pixel
cardboard
the
box
swear jar.
in Metal Gear Solid.
It's not like a satellite dish in a bucket, but you know what I mean. To be fair, I do wonder who would win in a hat off Bianca or Lyra.
I think Lyra would win just for the fact that it's
Right, nickname.
like...
Are we going with Venom? Any ideas from chat? You basically have about 15 seconds before I just go with...
I prefer Solidus personally, but...
Why can't we just call it Smugleaf?
Well, we should probably call it Lord Smugleaf, yeah.
Yeah, you can do.
But you can't, won't fit. So it'll have to just be Smugleaf.
Yeah.
We are not calling it Nico.
Yeah.
That sounds like a weeb thing.
It's
It's
very
not-
much
It is
a
a weeb
weeb thing.
It's
Weeb is not allowed on this stream under any circumstance.
not authorized.
Not authorized.
What? That's not how yous work.
Smung.
Snuggle leaf.
Smuggle.
Aww.
Also not authorized.
Alright, are we going with Smugleaf then?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ready then. Uh-huh.
I have submitted to the dominion of Lord Smugleaf.
As you should.
In comes the Smug World Order.
Yes. I will go and fight Gem and catch Badge. Yes, catch Badge.
Catch Badge and fight... I don't know.
Fight NPCs.
Yeah.
Like, just punch them, you know, just straight walk up to some random old geezer and punch him in the face.
Well, I remember, like, years ago when we still only had, like, the Japanese version, I did an attempted screenshot let's play of the thing, and yeah, some really ridiculous doodles actually happened, and in one of them, I was just basically reacting to all this massive tutorials that gets thrown down your throat at this particular segment, at which point, the main character just kind of grabs Mrs. Juniper by the neck, and he's like, I've been playing this series for 5 generations now. Shut up or I'll feed you to my childhood friend. With Bianca being in the corner all...
Maybe soon you could acquire a Dunsparce. Unfortunately not in this game, as much as I'd want one.
It's kind of the whole thing with the game, in fact.
Well,
Yeah.
Stunfisk is basically the Gen 5 Dunsparce.
We can have a Stunfisk, and I'm sure we will end up getting one when we get there.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow I would not be surprised.
Again, that sounded sarcastic. Ah, Pokemon, they're so cute, but they have the power to destroy a bedroom. You little what's it?
Oh, they have the power to destroy a whole lot more than a bedroom. Yes.
Well, the Pokemon Gen 5 are actually pretty good, so...
Yeah. Their only big issue is that most of them are slow as earth. Which is a problem that seems to occur a lot with games that have a good storyline in this series. To be fair, Alola is probably part of Unova in some bizarre sort of context. It's in a state.
I like how excited they're getting about taking one step.
Yeah, I love that bit. It's just... That's one thing I've actually noticed about Generation 5 as opposed to Generation 6.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that Generation 5 is actually good, of course.
Yes, of course. But basically what I mean is that Bianca and Sharon are, even if I kind of want to punch Sharon in the face half the time, you actually kind of get to care about them for a bit.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, they certainly...
It's like, it's believable that these two are sort of your childhood friends, you know?
Yeah.
I cannot say the same for the idiots who get shoved into with Generation 6.
Oh, well, that was right. Yeah, they
Well,
were.
you saw them all, like, all of twice, and that was that.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Generation 5 and Generation 7 handled their NPCs really well. Okay, the original batch of Generation 7 Ultras kind of wibbled in this. But... yeah. Of course, I say Generation 5, and in particular instance of Generation 5, it could totally blorf Generation 5's sequels. Heads up! I'm about to unleash my rage! This is
he was just Vegeta, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the most
He's either
shonen
that-
thing ever.
He's either that or Mega Quillfish.
I'd like to put in a personal request.
Hmm?
If you catch a Patrat and plan on using it, I want it to be nicknamed Bucky, after Bucky O'Hare, because he's got similar eyes.
Okay.
And also, it grows a metal arm.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's not green enough.
Oh, right, yeah, we've got to do the whole catching Pokemon thing.
Yeah, of course, I mean...
Woo.
Yeah, unfortunately, they kind of undo all the work that they did by giving you the starter straight away.
I don't think you don't have to catch things, do you? You just get told off if you don't.
Yeah, it don't really. It doesn't really matter, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, but then they're upset. They get disappointed with you, and I can't do that.
Doge.
Yeah, it's not like I just beat all 8 gyms and became the champion or anything.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm running around with the dragon god of something. That's
No,
not
you have
my
to catch
real
every
work.
single Pokemon you know, though. Like, dude, you ain't doing that, then what are you doing?
If you get a Purloin, name it Hugh. Yeah, fair enough.
Purloin deserves better than that, come on.
We're about to catch this. Well, presumably catch this Lillipup, so we will have a name for it because I'll keep it for a bit.
Doge.
Doge. Yeah, all right. Fine.
Yeah, those proofs are mandatory, I think, for this.
I think I've named, what's that thing called again? A Rockruff that last time I played the game. It wasn't the last
There we
time,
go.
it was the first time I ran through,
I haven't actually looked at the Pokemon yet. So Lord Smugleaf is Lax. Okay.
Wow.
Not
That's
yeah,
useful
and
for nothing, pretty much.
also pretty useless, really. Oh well, never mind. It's not like it matters.
No, it really
yeah,
doesn't.
this is the end game. You can basically get through that with a team of 6 Bidoof. We've already been through this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, one day I'm sure we'll try again.
And I've seen a video of someone who actually beat Generation 1 using 1 Ditto, which was amazing.
I have seen the thumbnail for that video. I really want to watch it, but I haven't had time yet.
It is really, really good. I do very much recommend it.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Oh, here's our Patrat. I actually still have no idea what exactly I'm going to train in this game, so this will be kind of interesting.
Yeah, you kind of need to update the trainer card as well. Just saying.
I do.
See, my view in Soul Silver is that I'm basically just gonna have whatever, because if I don't do that, I'll end up with the exact same team I always have since I first played Pokemon Gold.
I am not even sure what I'm going to do with Platinum. I do know there's one thing I'm definitely going to have regardless of what I'm going to start with, but we shall see.
Righto, that's. I just killed that Patrat, didn't I? I
You
intended
just
to.
murdered Patrat.
Whoops. Oh well, never mind.
It's only level 2. You can get a better one than that.
Yeah, we'll pretend I was grinding.
Yeah, you gain some experience.
I did. Which, to be fair, actually is quite useful quite quickly in this game.
Especially
it is.
since it's actually quite hard to get it in this game.
Hmm.
It is until you get the lucky egg, and then you just have a good time. Well, I do remember you get the lucky egg quite early in this, and then I remember just pretty much just spamming, just using the lucky egg primarily, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I win.
But it's mostly down to the really weird way they decided to do the level curve in this game, though.
Yeah, I can see what they were going for with it.
Ah, there it is again.
Hey, Vine Whip.
Yeah.
Nip it good. I can never get over Lillipup's face. It just looks like it had a pie smashed onto it. It's like,
Oh.
Splat.
Ah.
Hey, you can catch this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
No. Lucky is not to be.
I deaded it. Let's see what else we get. If I get two, I don't. If I find a Purloin, I'll catch that instead.
Rat! Where would I go? What would I do? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a rat.
At this point, we're just grinding experience, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we do need two anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
And I also need to have another Pokemon because of the first gym.
Yeah, you get one of the other monkeys just before that, I think.
Oh,
You
that's
do.
true.
You
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
one that's
I actually forgot about that.
It's basically here's how you win the first gym.
Yeah.
sort of.
I don't, it just hands it to you.
Can
Yeah,
I?
you'll get the water monkey, I think, which is
Yeah.
useful for that one gym and then nothing else afterwards because it's
Basically,
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, the worst particular monkey you can end up with is Panseer. That thing is just, yeah. I've actually named one BC. It stands for bootleg Chimchar.
So I think didn't in the Japanese poll where they were saying which was the most popular Pokemon, I'm pretty sure Simisear came dead last,
It did. Yeah.
which is just the most shameful thing ever.
To be honest, the thing kind of wants to be Squall and fails.
Yeah, it's like you kind of saw it coming. Well, to some degree, you knew it was going to be something utterly forgettable and just completely worthless. And
What are we calling the rat?
Bucky.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Oh my god, Becky.
There it is. I've never actually trained one of these, so that might stick around for at least a bit.
I'm pretty certain they have no value other than being HM slaves.
Yeah. Well, I need one
Yeah.
anyway.
Can
so.
they even do that?
Yeah, they can. I mean, I've actually, last time I played the thing, no, it wasn't the last time. Well, one of the times I played that thing, I've actually named the thing Emo and just gave it cut for obvious reasons.
Not even trying to be subtle there.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Alright. Gonna save just in case we have a accidental balk.
Yeah.
I'm not taking chances today.
No, we really shouldn't, especially considering what happened earlier.
You are, yeah.
Work.
The annoying thing is I had verified it was working before the stream. It actually stopped. So I don't know what happened. I think it must have decided to switch audio input or something.
And
Possibly,
now we have a snake and its food.
Yes. Oh, another Lillipup.
Yeah, I don't think they can get that degree of...
I think I'll just defeat this one, and unless I get a Purloin, I'll just start running, because...
Are they even on this route?
Purloin, I think so.
I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Why do I feel like... I don't know, I have this vague impression they are, but maybe they're not.
Let me check.
Alright.
Yeah, we get cheat.
I'm not too fussed, it's just if I happen to run into one.
Yeah, it's not in route 1.
Oh, why did I get that impression?
Yeah, it starts appearing in 2.
Is there anything
Yeah,
else on
it's-
on one then that's worth catching? Or anything else at all, most of the point?
I don't think there is, because I think the bird is further up as well,
Yeah.
which is just
Okay.
completely worthless.
Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just dogs and rats, so...
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh!
Hmm?
Flipping thing.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see why I'm not against them getting rid of random battles.
Yeah, they needed to go ages ago, in all honesty. It's like, come on, dude. It's like 2018. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, that... Hang on a moment. Oh wait, never mind.
The phone is ringing!
Answer it then, Bob.
Yeah, it brings back...
He's making some excellent points in the chat about basically how well polished these Gen 5 games are.
They really are. They're like
They're fantastic, yeah.
they really are the kind of best implementation, kind of interpretation of the sprites.
Yeah.
Yeah, It's basically the peak of that entire journey up to that point.
Yeah, it was like a 15-year journey, something like that, and this is the kind of hallmark of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the first generation they combined the Pokemarts, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it was.
And here you go, have a really irritating additional tutorial. Evidently, you have no idea how a Pokemon Center works.
I'm sorry, I had to try just, let her take your Pokemon. No!
God, but thou must! Take them!
I do hate games that give you a choice that isn't actually a choice.
Yeah.
The Pokemon games love doing that, though, for some reason.
Right.
I want it to be more like Fallout, or not Fallout, Far Cry, where
Yes.
the Pig and Min character gives you a chance to just sit there and wait rather than go off and explore the building and start the entire plot. And if you just sit there and wait, the game ends.
There's a few games that do that. I think there's at least a few JRPGs that kind of give you the, do you want to answer the call of Destiny? And you say no, and it goes, oh, okay, roll credits.
Yeah. Or just game over because you've let the bad guy win.
Yeah. I can't remember which one it was exactly. I remember playing something like that. It was like a Harvest Moon or that sort of thing as well. It did that.
I do remember some of the, I think they mostly did this with certain adventure games where the whole game actually ran on a timer.
Really?
Yeah, so basically you had to do things within a real time amount, and if you were too slow, you basically lost because you missed your opportunity. The issue they had with it is the timer was based on processing power. So if you had a fast machine, the timer went faster, and you just and eventually reached the point where literally the timer would finish in seconds.
Yeah, there's actually there's been a few instances where this particular problem really screwed over a game. One particular puzzle-based game that I was very fond of because it was really bloody weird. Sorry. It basically had this sort of
Oh, we have plot, guys.
had a reverse-ish sort of puzzle going on. Oh yeah, here it is. Gets us marching up and down the square. Fine, off you go.
It's Dennis. And the reason that joke works is a very, very long way away.
Yep. Turn high, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, I just have this voice for him in my head. It's all televangelisty sort of.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he's going for.
Right, he's going around marching and preaching.
I mean, I kind of always viewed Team Plasma as Game Freak's dig back at PETA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing was, though, they were the only evil team that had a point.
I mean, have you looked at his hair? It's got a lot of points.
Yeah, but it was the only thing where it was like kind of highlighting the whole, dogfighting thing in Pokemon. And yeah, it's a video game, but it was kind of an interesting thing to have pointed out as part of the story of a game. It was basically a level of maturity never seen before or since.
Yeah.
In the game's writing, which is such a shame. I mean, Sun and Moon tried, for sure.
Charmander, march!
His name is N, yeah, sure. I'm going to confine many, many Pokemon and Pokeballs for that. Yes! Oh, okay. That's why they give you the forced heal.
Yeah, at this point you have to fight a guy who has a cat.
There's the Purloin. I just can't catch this one. Well, I could try. It'd probably be quite funny, but I'm not going to.
Did we ever find out why N has a Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
I mean, there was supposed to be some kind of a plot-related thing in which this puzzle was actually supposed to play a certain part, and there was like a key or something that was supposed to unlock it. I'm not even sure how exactly it worked, but they never actually implemented it into the final version of the game.
I'd like to point out that people are trying to claim N in the chat, and good luck, guys. He's kind of married to his work.
Yeah. He is quite.
I think Stephen Stone is also married to his work.
True.
He's married to a rock. He's Greg Universe, basically.
Pretty much.
Gentlemen, this is the war room. No fighting in here.
Yeah, what is the verdict? Is N better than Steven?
They're very odd things to compare, really.
Yeah, a bit apples and oranges, really.
Yeah, I mean, N's kind of just... Well, he's N, and
Yeah.
Steven's...
I think Stephen's the
Octo.
better character. N is in the better story, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yep.
N is a bit of a poster child for the, band kind of character.
I'm going to go in here because I've just remembered something else you can do in this generation and this generation only, which is basically if we shut up for a minute and listen to the background music.
Oh yes, I love that.
There we go. That's brilliant. I love that you can do that. And I think every major city has somewhere where you can, basically you can get instruments playing. Is there anything interesting in these houses? I don't think there is there?
I can't remember. It's been so long since I last played this.
Yeah, I probably should have looked it up before.
It
I
is a
started.
very forgotten generation in many ways.
It
Yeah.
is.
I did like the that sign that they have in the little intermission areas. I did really like that touch.
I love that. Yeah, they were
Very good.
brilliant.
And
'Cause
there
they-
you have something really, really silly. Mom, you called me from 5 steps away! Ugh, no wonder Dad's never around.
And there it is.
Although there is this whole thing, obviously, where the impetus for a lot of Pokemon plots is so that the professor can get rid of you, so that they can, shall we say, visit your mother. Yeah.
It would be kind of interesting for one of these games to actually have a single father instead of a single mother.
I'd like to see that, honestly, because I think
I think that's kind of a Japanese culture thing, like where your dad is a phone.
yeah.
The whole housewife, mother, working to insane hours father thing.
Yeah, which is, I think, being Japanese would mean even more if they flipped it around. Not that it really matters per se, because you see your mother for all of 5 minutes, but it would be a nice touch for sure.
Yeah.
And now I have a cat.
Kitten.
Its nickname must be Cat, spelled K-A-T-T.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
I know there's 2 T's.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, the chat's too busy arguing about, bays and whatever's. I was going to say something else there.
Kitty,
Not my regret.
is correct on the chat, though. Cynthia does greater than Stephen.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, Cynthia is greater than pretty much every other champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Or
possibly...
basically
K,
every other
starts
character in
with
the
a
game.
K. I see.
I mean, Cynthia does stalk little
No.
children.
What?
No, it starts with a K. No,
Oh,
you
whoops.
failed.
Oh, well. Sorry.
It'll do.
I tend to name them Rouge personally because look at those eyebrows. It's Rouge definitely. That.
Shiny, I don't actually plan to use the purloins, so I'll probably name something that I actually plan to use, Nico. Just for you.
Pokeball.
I mean, I could go for a whole theme of idol names, but I'm not going to.
No, please don't. You don't want any of that weeb trash in here. We're better than that.
Okay, basically, I don't exactly have a team per se.
It'll build itself.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably grab the next kind of full-time member from the Dream Yard.
And there's youngster Joey.
Moon is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Jimmy.
Same thing.
I mean, I would kind of like to. Oh, I'll fight this one too. I would quite like to, you know, train Pokemon I haven't trained before. And I didn't train an Among Us last time.
Train.
Among Us is pretty awesome, to be honest, if you're in doubles.
Yeah.
Don't know how much doubles really factors into this, to be honest. So
There are a couple of double battles in this game, but
There are
There's a
even
couple.
triple battles.
oh yeah, good point. Again, I completely forgot about those.
yeah,
And rotation battles, which they also completely forgot about. Because there are
Yeah.
about 3 of them in the entire game.
Well, there was
and then they just got rid of them.
Yeah.
it was nothing was worse than Sky battles, where you could literally go through the whole game without doing one in X and Y, and then they
Yeah.
never ever returned again.
Well,
But they're not even real differences to the battles. They just limit the Pokemon that you can use in it.
Yeah.
well, let's be honest. There's a lot of things that X and Y did that we wish that could have never come back again afterwards because
There is one thing I actually really
not
liked
good.
about XY that they never used again, and I've actually kind of recycled for Miyato because it was a really cool concept. Inverse battles. I love these things.
inverse battles are great.
Inverse battles were fun, yeah. That's kind of, I quite like that kind of arcade sort of, you know, mess with the rules and see what happens kind of idea.
Oh yeah. And yeah,
Excuse me?
basically at some point, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with one of my Miyatomon, which is this Opabenia creature, because of course it is. And the whole point of that thing was like how to break reality in the silliest ways possible, because let's face it, Opabenia itself is a reality broken thing.
Hmm.
So I just kind of started messing around with my effects and things. I was like, hang on a moment. What about a room effect that actually applies the thing, the inverse battle logic? And it was like, huh. And the rest is history.
Sounds quite good,
I
actually.
think Pokemon Clover had the best use of an inverse battle that I've seen with L. Jackson at the end of the
Oh, you
Victory
can't-
Road,
Can't
where
do
he
that.
just spams explosion all over you.
Oh, that's new.
Apparently hadn't added the ability to restore Pokemon from the Pokemon screen yet.
No, not yet. No,
Not yet. That might have been.
they haven't actually. They haven't actually added reusable repel to this one either. This only happened in the next one.
Yeah,
Reason why-
that's.
and actually got in Black 2, White 2.
Yeah. I mean, Back to White 2 was kind of a fairly big step forward about that with that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was
Black 2
actually
also
a
did
proper sequel.
something- Black 2, White actually did something that they really, and they never did again with.
Yeah, no, now we get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is basically just the same game being sold for full price.
Well, it was a case of literally developed for 6 months, so I don't know what
Yeah.
kind of they could have done really.
Well, the point is they shouldn't have. They're basically EA'd us, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Sorry, I've got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in the brain now. Black 2 and White 2 did this thing where each of the gyms had its own variation to the music, which was thematically appropriate, and it was
Yeah.
like, I was partially really, oh my god, this is awesome about this, and also partially, I've been playing around with that concept since Generation 2, ya boss!
Well, it was one of those things. It was kind of pretty well, not inevitable, but it seemed like such an obvious thing to do.
I know, right? And then
Um,
they just never did it again because they're a bunch of things I cannot say due to the nature of this stream.
Yeah, swear jars.
much.
Mhm. Which we still need because of me and Neil.
We'll have to get one sorted out.
Yeah, to be fair, I've only sworn once so far, which is
Oh, I should have healed before doing this.
oh no.
Dog. I forgot that at some point you get randomly charged by hats.
Yeah, they kind of stopped doing that after a point in Pokemon. Like, at least they asked, yes or no, do you want to fight? So it's not quite what I was expecting.
No one expects the Bianca Inquisition.
I mean, she's only level 6. What could you possibly do? Oh, you're on 11 health. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I can do. That's what it can do.
No, you can heal yourself. It's alright.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
And what's it? Bucky can get in there and.
Yeah. And system.
Right. No. That was. Never mind. That was me very carefully thinking about what I was going to do and then doing the opposite thing. Oh well. This battle's going to get more annoying.
Suddenly, Odor Slough.
Well, at least she's not killing you.
Well, yeah.
And there goes a Doge.
Hey, get Bucky in there, come on. Bucky can save the day.
Maybe not.
Against Watto, what's he gonna do?
Oh. I forgot she hasn't.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
forgot.
she
Oh,
was
45 to... Oh, yeah, right. Useless.
This is the part where I begin to think that. Why don't I have an HC yet?
Yeah.
You get Leech Seed eventually.
Yeah, you do. Leech Seed is actually one of the more awesome moves in this particular.
That's kind of. I think it's kind of like. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why you shouldn't get Leech Seed early, because it does just end up beating pretty much half the game for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that move though. It's
Like
just...
Bulbasaur gets it like straight away, pretty much, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Easy game, man.
Yeah, Leech Seed's really useful for in-game as well.
Mm.
Okay.
To be fair, it's also pretty useful out of in-game, from what I've seen.
Oh, in
Yeah.
competitive, Leech Seed is one of the strongest moves you can get, especially combined with Substitute.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Good old Subseed.
I think my doubles team actually runs Leech Seed.
I had a Sub-Seed Trevenant at some point, I think.
So I think it's not as good in doubles because it kind of just doesn't really impact the field that much.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's not amazing, but you can. It's still okay. You're probably just better off just killing them or something. To be fair, or putting them to sleep. You've got Sleep Powder and Spore and all that.
Right, okay. Maybe try not hitting the Pokemon Center again.
No,
Okay.
you just want to make sure you're fully healed.
Yeah. Yeah, just being extra sure. Right, trainer school. So basically it means I need to go and fight Sharon. There we are.
Sasuke.
Sasuke, sorry. Yes.
Sasuke.
I keep mispronouncing his name.
That's alright.
Yes, you, Sosuke Bosuke.
Yeah, it's an unusual spelling, it's hard to say.
I mean, there is a reason for it. The name actually means black in some version of the language. And yeah, Bianca, obviously, white.
So does that mean Sharon is like Goku Black? He wants to have the Zero Morals plan.
Probably, just look at him.
Yeah. Ultimate edgelord.
I don't know.
No, well that's Hugh, but...
He's mostly just killing my patients.
More like Zero Standards plan, I guess.
I think what cracks me up the most about Sharon and Bianca is the fact that in the sequels, it seems that Bianca stole his glasses.
I'm just gonna cheese this battle with a potion.
I do remember the original rumor that Bianca was going to end up being the champion at the end of this.
Yeah, that would have been kind of funny, but also really silly.
It would have been very silly, but to be fair, Iris was the champion in Black 2 and White 2, so I guess, you know.
But you know, it would have worked better having someone like Bianca is the champion in Black and White 2, rather than Iris, which...
Yeah, that also became kind of a scientist, I don't know.
I mean, I can understand why they did it with Iris, because, you know, she was, like, in training with Drayden in this game, and then she kind of became the champion. The next one's is like, okay, you've got a progression there.
You know, I actually think that Vine Whip might do more damage than Tackle, even with the not very effective.
I'm not sure, I think Vine Whip's only like 50 rather than 40.
It would have done more damage if your health was lower, but... I don't really
well, I'm in Blaze now, so... So I'll probably get... Overgrow, sorry. Blaze. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
420 Blaze it, or something.
Ugh.
MLG.
I mean, look at its tail.
Yes, MLG all over that Purloin right now.
Good job, Purloin. Good, yeah, great.
I'm not sure if you're quite in Overgrow just yet, but
I think it's below a third, isn't it?
it's below a quarter, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm not.
Oh, doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I always thought it was below 30% health, but I could be wrong.
I believe it's 25, but as I say, I've not really used those abilities very much, so I never really bothered to double check.
Let's have a look. Okay, it looks like it is a third.
Huh, nice. That's actually better than.
Yeah, so it's. I remember watching a few speedruns where they always kept the Pokemon or their starter Pokemon below 30% just because it did give them quite a bit more power because it doubles. It sticks half the attack power on again. It basically puts 50% on top of your attack and special attack. So
Funny thing is they actually did that in Gen 1 for a completely different reason.
yeah, was it a glitch?
Yeah, it was the red bar glitch where basically what it does is like certain sound effects are skipped. So battles and things progress faster whilst your health is in the red bar while the bleeping is going on.
Makes sense, yeah.
Apparently there was a way through an even more ridiculous glitch of getting the red bar glitch to happen in the overworld. Because of course.
Huh.
Because Gen 1.
And there's Napalm Waiter Force. They live to serve.
They live to serve death. Except they don't, because they're the first gym leader.
I do remember the rumor that they were the Shadow Triad, which was kind of absolutely ridiculous in hindsight.
Yeah, that was a bit of a reach.
Yeah, I've heard more strange things though. To be fair, like Ryuji being Lance.
Oh god, I remember that particular idiot.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any further comments because I will drop swears in. But my god, was that guy done?
Pretty much, yeah.
I was very sorely tempted to like when he tried to argue about it. I was very sorely tempted to ask him like, whatever drugs you're on, please give them to me, because they must be absolutely amazing.
Yes. Actually, there's another hilarious bit of information. The Shadow Triad members originally had slightly signs. Like each of them looked slightly different, but that never made it to the final game. Because obviously they didn't have the budget to actually produce 3 sprites for this Naruto.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna like say the game is any worse for it.
Yeah, they're basically they've always been pointless, and they will always be pointless. Sure. I know. I think my personal favorite thing about the Shadow Triad, completely pointless role they serve in this game. I mean, you actually get to battle them in 2v2, but in this one, they just sort of appear around you.
Yeah.
Let's go. And they just kind of walk you a few pixels to the left or to the right or whatever, which is where you were going to go anyway. But
yeah, I kind of like that sort of minimalist approach to them though, because it's kind of like it lended sort of an edge of mystery to them, where you're kind of thinking, just who are these guys?
They were a bunch of Naruto cosplayers, weren't they?
Yeah, and then it turned out they were just a bunch of Naruto cosplayers. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
I do like the little touches in this game. Like one of them, just I'm sort of looking at the moment, is when a Pokemon's low on health, its animation runs more slowly.
Yeah.
Which I do like. There's a lot of little things. They had to be really creative with what they had with the sprites, and it really worked out for it.
When you put a Pokemon to sleep in this one, its eyes are closed too.
Yeah.
There's also some little adorable things that they kind of added to actually increase the immersion level of the game, which is like doubly impressive when you take into account that back then they actually had to draw all of these like as pixels individually.
Yeah, I mean, someone decided, oh, we're going to put a sleep you know, mask and sprite basically on every single Pokemon, and we're like, okay, that's 500 and something Pokemon that we've now got to make sprites for. 2 sprites each as well, because of the shiny forms.
And obviously each frame of the animation as well.
Do I care about growth? I suppose it's better than Leer.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, it is better than there.
It is actually pretty good in this.
So it's better than rap as well, to be honest.
Well, yes.
Honestly, in this generation, that's where it started actually with the attack and special attack stats, so it kind of became pretty murderous, to be perfectly honest.
Which generation was it where the effect was doubled in the sun? I can't remember which one that was.
I think it is. I think both that and Synthesis get that particular edge to them. The thing with growth is that, you know, it was fine when it will be fine on a Pokemon that isn't Smugleaf, but Smugleaf gets Coil. I mean, it also gets Contrary, but not in game. But in this game, it actually gets Coil, which is amazing for this particular Pokemon. I mean, it's a boost to attack, very cool.
Attack, defense, accuracy, I think it is.
Yeah. And since this thing's main form attack is
Being defeated by a traffic cone.
Yeah.
You can't go properly to the Dream Yard just yet.
Yeah, your character's too weak to move a traffic cone.
Yep. Monkey, get! What are we calling the monkey?
Well, it's...
I don't know.
It's a water monkey. I don't know. I mean, it's got a really weird cerebral growth going on.
Yeah. Oh well.
Quick Gilgamesh. That's a great name.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
too awesome. A bit too awesome with this thing, though, isn't it?
Just a bit, yeah.
Wait,
but, I
how'd you
mean,
pronounce that? Gilgamesh?
yes, that's right.
Gilgamesh.
I'm gonna call it that just for irony. Cool. Right. Is Gilgamesh ready to go? Oh, he's level 10.
Yeah, which is still lower than the level of the space has. However, weirdly enough,
I'll go and fight the trainers in the gym and see what happens.
yeah.
Well, it's officially morphin time.
Yep. I'll heal up first for obvious reasons.
Yes.
More like morphine time.
Mm.
Because this gym battle can put you to sleep.
I think we'll do this and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, obviously getting to do the first gym in the first session ain't too bad, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of faster than what we got with Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Hello, Clyde. You have a name this time. I have a freshwater. How nice.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you actually have to start talking to them to get the freshwater rather than walking over to you and giving it to you straight away. But yeah, it's kind of useful.
So what?
I'm very proud of a menu which we had just.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm glad I guessed that right because I really wasn't paying attention. It was
It
obvious.
doesn't really
kind of-
matter. I mean, it's just. Then you walk in.
I wonder what moves the monkey has.
Well, we're about to find out.
Also, the
Yep.
first course. What kind of restaurant is this?
Yeah, the one where the waiters just attack you.
Oh, Chinese then.
Oh, okay. Could be worse.
Sorry, I had to.
Well, you're about to use Lick. Why you? No.
You can't, it's a normal type.
I know.
That's why I wasn't going to do it. And this thing is totally useless.
It
It's like
is.
a water gun. That's what you should have done in the first place.
To be perfectly honest, it's a lot more useful the Fire Monkey is, because Incinerate in this game is the most pointless move to have ever been moved.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't get your berry anymore. It's like, big deal, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a power 30 move in this game. I remember
I mean, I
when
guess you could use it with Technician,
I remember when I was running through the
and it would still be terrible.
Yeah.
exactly.
If it was like base 50, then maybe we're talking, but it's
They
not.
They
Yeah.
eventually boosted it to like base 60, I think.
Isn't that too? Oh no, because Technician's 70 and below, isn't it?
Technician is 60.
Oh, 60.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Technician is a flat 60.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they boosted it from 30 in Generation 5, 60 in Generation 6.
I think it was always 60. Because I remember.
No, in Generation 5 it was 30.
Let me just double check that, because I remember Sizzle, because Sizzle used it with Bullet Punch, and Bullet Punch was 40.
Yeah, I am. Wait, are we talking? I was talking about Technician is 60 and down.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because he used it with Bug Bite as well.
This is one of the reasons that I actually had Rock Tomb on my Breloons rather than Rock Slide, because both the power boost and the fact that Rock Tomb slows things down, I have actually kind of flipped off a whole lot of Megazord Ys with that.
Because then you could hit him again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did sash the bloom naturally, but they just kind of, they were so overly reliant on their Zod Ys, they just kind of they would just attack me. It's like, oh yeah, you think you're fast now? Eat a rock.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like, what's it for,
Whee! Whoops.
Superior for, dealing with Breloom.
Hmm.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Yep.
Bonk.
That didn't work out.
That was an Excalibur performance.
Maybe next time I stream this, I will attempt to get more sleep beforehand, so I don't make silly mistakes like that. I should have just
Yeah.
sat and leered it for a couple of turns. Oh
And
well.
I actually need to figure out when I'm going to start my series, because I'm going to say this in advance. Going to be a regular thing like Alex and Data streams here, because I cannot commit myself to a schedule like that.
Likewise.
But I do intend to occasionally drop in with like something. Do need to like adjust a whole lot of graphics for mine. I mean, I've got the overlay built already. I just need to add a few more personalized touches, because right now it's kind of like what you have going on here with a whole lot of official graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't
And
have
this is me
any
we're
sort of
talking
overlay
about.
yet, so. Because, you know, I don't art. I'm not good at it.
No, nor do I. Which is why this is official art.
Yep.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, the official art kind of works, but
Yes.
you know, I'm just kind of crazy the way I am, and I'm doing platinum, so I'm going to have to need a whole lot of certain crazy plant ladies.
Righto. I don't know if this. Okay, that is right. I don't know if this Panpour is going to be any good against the.
Probably not. I mean, to be perfectly honest, he does get the thing, the
I
fire
would say
thing,
before you do this.
BC.
Yeah.
So, I've actually, my last run I've played of White, I think I did use the monkey for like a few turns as damage, just to take in some damage. Oh, right, just don't forget that he sends out the dog first.
Oh. Oh well.
And then his brothers just fissioned off of him.
Yes.
They're like this weird gelatinous monster with 3 bodies.
Oh god, I can switch me party before then. Alright, I'll switch to Lord Smugleaf and then I'll obviously switch later.
Right, you can actually. Oh, right, you can switch before this.
Where's my mind? Alrighty then. No! Take it back with fire!
He went out with that hair, dude. That is bed hair.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, the dog really likes work up or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Or just bite you, that works too.
And that works too. Ha! As if that would break my apple, come on.
I do like the gym music in Gen 5.
Yeah.
The gym leader battle music.
Hey, this generation did have good music,
It did have really good music, yeah.
This generation had good everything.
pretty much. I have to say, one of the, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but one thing a lot of people didn't like was the music that they used when your health dropped low.
Yeah.
I
A lot
like
of people,
that.
I
a lot
like
of people
that.
took it. I liked it too. In tournaments, that music was amazingly suitable because you had a crowd
Yeah.
and they would react, and obviously they'd react to certain things, like when a Pokemon was nearly knocked out, and they'd usually be like, woo, or something like that, or cheer or something like that.
Yeah.
And that music would kick in once the cheer went off, and it just worked really well.
One kind of, speaking of tournaments, I always loved that they had the special world champion music for the finals of worlds. Not that you could ever hear it.
Yeah.
I am vastly underleveled. Let's see what happens.
Well, it's, to be fair, Pansy is kind of terrible anyway, so just
Panzer is a waste of oxygen. Yes.
Okay, it's using workup, but nobody cares. I mean, to be fair, because it's used that turn of workup, you might actually just be able to beat it.
I think so. I mean, it's not doing anything,
Yeah.
so...
It's using Incinerate, which is the best move in the game. You better watch out.
Well, yeah, I might lose this
Oh,
one now.
goodness, damage he did. Oh,
Oh, I gotta be careful. I might lose this now, you know.
Yeah, basically, Panseer is. I think that when I played the game last, I actually had some issues with this battle because it managed to paralyze Haxme with Lick, of all things.
As you do.
Yeah,
Hey, Gilgamesh did something.
congratulations.
Thank goodness for the monkey.
Yeah. Which you're probably not going to use again.
Pretty much.
Unless Sasuke turns up again.
Well, that's probably... I'll keep it around until I get a better water type, basically.
Which is literally any other water type you can actually find.
Well-
Including Basculin.
Well, yes.
Beige Jet.
Yay. And a TM that I can only use once.
No, actually,
No, you can use it as many times as you want.
now.
Oh, is this the one it changed? Oh, of course it is, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it just told me that. I'm slightly ahead of what everyone else can see, so...
Yeah, actually. Generation 5. Where they
It's so
started
much good.
making good decisions again.
Yeah.
Oh, and now I get the online thing that totally works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably try and get, Frillish as soon as possible if you want a good water type.
Yeah, Frillish is a good one.
Finish is great.
I never trained one in game, but I used one competitively for a while. Not Frillish, it's
Gelatin,
Evolution. Gelatin,
Gelatin,
yeah.
Yeah, I used it in VGC and in singles, actually.
Yeah, it was one of those Pokemon that was great for its single generation. And then-
Yeah, it was great. It was great in the one generation that it appeared in, and then just became very obsolete as soon as the next one rolled in, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah. Right, who am I using as the HM slave then? Dog or rat? Or cat, I suppose?
The monkey. Actually,
I'm like a Bucky, dude.
the monkey makes an amazing HM slave, surprisingly enough.
Oh, we'll do that then.
Gilgamesh can do it then.
Just the water monkey is kind of amazing in that particular.
Well, it gets surf as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Get surf, it can get, I think the only thing it doesn't get is strength. Hang on a minute. Actually, I need to check. I can actually check that because I have the monkey as my HM slave in the latest run. Let me just actually see, what to do with this one.
Oh yeah, the Battle Box was new in this generation as well.
Mm.
Not that it's beautiful here, but
No, it's.
this is good.
So I remember when I first played this. I actually thought that Musharna was actually, or Moon or Musharna were actually required to access the Dream World because of the powder, because of the stuff that they made, so I trained one specifically for that purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I might train one anyway. I don't know.
I mean, obviously it wasn't the case. I never did it at all, but it ended up being strong enough in game that I was just like, well, I'm kind of happy that I did this anyway.
Yeah, I mean-
looks like they only put cut and surf on the monkey.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair enough. Wait, what else
That's
is there?
better than nothing.
Apart from fly, which is okay on a bird anyway.
Yeah, and they don't get strength either for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, considering the fact that in this game, Superior doesn't really get all that many great moves, I kind of ended up sticking that on it for a while.
Yeah.
And it's like Leaf
Seed
Blade
is-
Coil Leech Seed, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what I did with it. The only thing I wish you could put in it on this particular game is Dragon Pulse, but you still can't.
Yeah. That was one of the kind of sad things about Mega Evolution getting so thoroughly shafted is you never got Megas for any of the other starters.
Yeah, just the Generation 1 and Generation 3 mod. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like Gen 5 would absolutely work perfectly with it because it had basically 3 Pokemon that could have done with a little bit of extra help, and you could have turned Superior into a Grass Dragon with Contrary, and that could have been quite interesting.
Oh, yeah.
There is definitely a.
Although then I would just be, if they did do that, I would just be absolutely gutted that you can't put Draco Meteor on it.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You might be able to tutor it on in that generation.
It's got to be a dragon though, isn't it?
Oh, true. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so you couldn't put Draco Meteor on it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it would just be doing the same job as Leaf Storm would do, but you know.
Yeah, just different type. But
Pretty much.
it's worked out.
Mm.
Anywho, yeah, I think we're done. So that's quite not too bad. I mean, we managed to get the first gym and at least one usable Pokemon that wasn't the starter. Even if we're going to dump it directly. I suppose next time we'll go and hunt around the Dream Yard. I'll probably pick up a Munna or a Mashana to use.
To use, yeah.
To put on the team.
Right.
Because I never trained one before, so it might be a fun thing. So
I did use it in my first run of this, and it did actually end up being really helpful, so I do recommend it.
yeah, I have to have a look around and see what else I might think about training. But honestly, it's one of those things where if anyone has any suggestions, let me know on the site. Because as I say, I'm trying to kind of help let the audience kind of decide as much as I can. So,
After playing VGC 11, I could probably help you with that.
yeah, well, if you've got suggestions, go for it.
I have many.
Yeah, well, same for the chat. If you've got any ideas, just head to my profile on PokeCharms and let me know.
All I will say is there's not many wrong choices in this generation, so...
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's one of the nice things about it is you can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
So I think the only sort of rule will be I don't particularly want to train things I've trained before, but that wasn't like I think it was like I've already training another Snivy, but it's like Bravery and a few others. I think I actually traded in something from Gen 4 for when I first played Gen 5. So like there isn't that much that is out of bounds really. So
What about Haxorus basically being an I-win button?
yeah, well we might end up with one of those because I didn't train that either. I didn't train any of them. I didn't train Haxorus or Hydreigon even. So
Be Sharp is a good choice. I would
Sharp's
like,
right.
yeah, I would also like to see Golurk at some point because Golurk is kind of awesome in a weird Gundam-y sort of way.
I might just get it just to give it fly, just because you can.
Yes.
Flying robot.
Yeah, like this flying rock golem thing that just doesn't make any sense to learn fly, but it does, and it can.
It's a Gundam.
It pretty much is.
That's actually Sigilif is a good choice too. Thinking about it.
Sigilif is good,
Sigilif is
yeah.
amazing.
If you can catch it. That'll be
Sigilif
a
is
plan.
amazing. It's just the only obviously if I have a Mashana or Munna or Mashana already, would be less useful. But it's
Yeah, I mean, psychics do tend to sort of clash for positions, really, especially considering you got Reuniclus in this as well.
yeah. Which Reuniclus was the cornerstone of every Trick Room team in Gen 5, which was always fun.
Including my own.
Yes.
Reuniclus is amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have this really ridiculous notion actually playing around with the idea of a
that has a flame orb and fling, just for the sheer F of it all.
On mine, I put Toxic Orb on mine.
Yeah, I think that the reason I'm thinking about the flame orb specifically is because you can burn things. I mean,
The only reason it had the Toxic Orb instead was the fact that Conkeldurr already had the Flame Orb. So
Makes sense, yeah.
yes.
Did
It
he-
basically depends on if you want to completely and utterly neutralize a physical attacker that's coming at you, or if you want to just slowly poison the thing to death.
well, mine was just there to neutralize Among Us, which is the most used Pokemon in VGC 11.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, well, you're weak to Psychic, and now I'm Toxic, so you can't put me to sleep. Have fun.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh well, it's it's been fun. I think we'll sign off now because it's now 11:30. So
Only one swear today. Get in. I'll take that.
yeah, we'll have to get a swear jar set up and
Yeah, we're on 3 now. It's not too hard to keep count.
yeah. So that'd be fun. So next stream will be, well, we might do an interim stream during the week, but we'll let you know on the site if we do. If not, I'm assuming the next one's going to be back to Soul Silver with Dr. Oak on Saturday at, say, 10 o'clock as usual. But until then, I've been Teapot.
And you've not.
Yep, I've been Teapot. I've been chatting to you tonight with Stella and Delacidin, Cole and Dr. Oak. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.